Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to show you how to start... Oh, hey. So you want to start a fire, do you?
You're going camping, you got to have a fire. So if you need a fire, you're going to need kindling.
I've got some right here, Steve.
That's the natural stuff. That comes off of a palm tree. It's the husk from a palm tree.
And this stuff is great.
Dude, that stuff goes up like gasoline.
Yeah, this is amazing. In large quantities as well.
Yeah.
However, what we got here?
Here we got 3 other little super secret hacks for you that you can prepare ahead of time that'll make fire starting way easier. Let's start a fire. What's up, campers? What's up? I'm Steve. This is Tony. We're Beastmode Camping. In this one, we're going to show you 3 or 4 different ways, hacks, if you will, on how you can get your campfire started quick and easy. No muss, no fuss. Good to go. Fast, simple, easy. Nobody wants to screw around with their campfire, right? Especially when it's freaking wet and outside and you can't find any dry kindling. You're gonna want something to be able to get that. Sometimes I'll go with like just the Girl Scout water, just.
Well, that, and they also sell a ton of those little briquettes you can get. And
like the quick start logs?
Quick start logs. And, I was in Walmart the other day. I think it was $12 or $10 for a pretty good sized box.
Yeah, let's just take a 10 and just light it on fire.
Yeah, super awesome. And
I was
probably
gonna say, I think
efficient.
I got $10 in my wallet. We could just light that for kindling, right?
Yeah, and those are going to be great, but I don't know about, definitely taking those backpacking, probably a little bit heavy when you're hiking. So we are going to get into these other options.
So let's start with this, Tony. This is just like a natural fibrous material that we pulled off of the trunk of a palm tree. This stuff is great. I use it all the time. In fact, we can leave a link up here for a video that I did using this as fire starter when we were talking about the flint, the magnesium flint. So we'll leave a link up for that. Yeah. So, I mean, literally just taking a spark and hitting that with a spark, it just goes up in flames, man, like gasoline. Really good fire starter. We're going to check that out. In addition to that, we're going to take a look at these things that you put together earlier.
Yep.
Show me what you got here, Tony.
All right. So this first one, this is wax on facial cleansing pads.
Okay.
So what I really want to see is how easy are they to light? How long do they last? And I want to compare them. So these I've used when I think it was below 20 degrees out when I was hiking.
And what are these?
Feel how light that is.
Yeah, that's very light.
Nothing. This is, it's still light.
Yeah.
But it's probably 5 times the weight of that, right?
Right.
So it's pretty dense wax.
So this is petroleum jelly or like Vaseline all over a cotton ball.
You got it.
Right.
And again, I know I've only got 3 in here, but when you're starting a fire, I literally use 1.
If you're really worried about being lightweight, that is definitely the way you're going to want to go as far as...
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. When you're backpacking, I was literally counting the ounces on everything. And this, this is probably 6 ounces. This is probably 2.
1 or 2.
1 or 2.
Yeah.
So, and then this last one here, you can do this multiple ways. And really all it is some form of egg crate. So I used it. I had a sandwich box from earlier.
Oh, yeah.
So I use that instead because the egg crate works as well because it does have those little compartments for the eggs.
That looks like Firehouse Subs.
This is Firehouse Subs.
How did I know that?
So the good thing with it is you can also just dampen it, wet it down, so it's going to compress it quite a bit.
You did what? Dampen it?
No, you can. I didn't dampen this. This is just straight out of my shredder.
Now, why would you want it wet though?
So especially with the egg crates, just so you can get more in there. So it just compresses it
down.
down.
And then it dries out.
Dries out.
I got you.
Put a little bit more in there. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but again, I really want to see how easy they are to light, how long they'll stay lit. Let's see if we can get the wood started.
Okay.
And it's been a pretty dry summer.
It hasn't been bad. Yeah.
So let's try.
I say we split this in half and do 2 ways.
Okay. What are we doing with this?
Well, we can start one with a lighter.
Oh, yeah.
And then the other one, maybe we can just try hitting it with a spark.
That's funny that you say that, Steve, because what I want to see, this is a test for Steve, right? I want to see if he can get one started with this.
With just the spark.
Just the spark. I think he's got a chance with the petroleum jelly covered cotton balls. Zero chance with wax.
Really?
I mean, what?
You think so?
I think it's going to
take a flame.
I think it's going to take a flame.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
We'll see. We'll find out.
All right, let's check it out.
All right. So you want to just go ahead and hit this?
Hit it up.
All right. Because I know this works. I've done this before.
Well, didn't you put a bunch of magnesium on it first?
I did, but I'm not even going to try to do that.
You're not going to do that. Oh!
First try, David.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This stuff is like gasoline.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, so yeah, that stuff is
That
good.
was the first
try. First spark. Gone.
We all know Steve's part caveman, so that didn't it did shock me a little bit, but good job,
yeah,
man.
that burned up really fast though, because you can see how it's so airy and light.
In fact, I'm gonna put a timer on when I go back to the edit, because I want to see, was that 5 seconds?
Yeah, it's not a lot. When I did the other video and I'm starting a fire, I'd use a bigger bundle.
Yeah, and
like
you
a bird
really
nest.
made it.
I made like a bird nest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's working good. So the lighters, gonna be no problem with that.
Now
So
this stuff.
Set this aside?
Yeah, I don't want you to touch it because you're gonna
Yeah.
be handling that, and you're gonna have to wash your hands and stuff like crazy. Where do you want it?
Just set it right there.
Right there.
All right, so we're gonna see if this will go up with a spark.
All right.
All right, here we go.
I'll put it on the bottom of my shoe.
Oh, I'm not getting a spark now. I had it backwards.
Yeah, you got to make sure you're going the right direction. Is that what I'm hearing? Well, you're not quite hitting it either.
It can be tough. Yeah.
You want to try to put a little bit of magnesium on there and see what happens? We all know that magnesium just turns into a ball of lightning.
Yeah. There's a little bit on there. It's gonna be hard to aim with too, you know?
Well, you're trying to hit a little tiny thing.
Right.
You got Vaseline all over it now. You want me to give it a go?
Yeah, I'm not having much luck with this. And now I might have got Vaseline on it.
Let me just give it a couple goes.
There you go.
I think this is gonna be
pretty
difficult.
One eternity later.
Let's go ahead and give it the lighter. And obviously the corn husk stuff from the palm tree husk here went up immediately.
Yeah, that's good
and
stuff.
it went out immediately.
You may not necessarily always have a palm tree around, but okay, check this out. Takes a little bit to light that, but once you light it, it should go really good and burn for a longer time.
Yeah, so while that's going, let's actually...
Because see, this is going to sit here and burn for a longer period of time. Takes a little bit, you got to get it up to temperature before it actually burns. But
I'm surprised that...
This light's real simple, quick and easy, but burns up real fast. This is a little harder to light, but burns longer.
Which is also funny because normally I'm carrying those little tiny torches, you know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. It's got the butane in them.
Right.
And I'm wondering if it's a higher heat because I just normally
It probably is. The butane, they're probably a little, and it's more concentrated.
Yeah, and it's kind of a little torch.
Right. But this is burning for a long time.
Yeah, and this has probably got, I think normally, and again, it was, 20 degrees out. I'm out there. Probably used a couple of them, but we got the fire started like in no time.
Yeah, if you've got a good pile of kindling to get going.
Zero kindling.
Oh, no kindling.
you know,
Okay.
you've been walking for 12 hours. You get to your campsite, the sun's already down
Right.
because sun goes down at 6 o'clock during the cold, and that's the only time I like to hike is when it's cold out. And you do that, and
I could totally see it
scrounging
as
for
long as
wood.
this thing is burning. That's all you need. I mean, as long as it burns long enough to get that log up to temperature and start burning, you should be good.
And I want to try it here.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got some others left.
Yeah, we're gonna try it.
So, do we want to go ahead and fire this one up, or
Sure, just
give
put it
that
next
one
to
up?
it.
All right.
Just put it right here and go ahead and light.
You want
light
to
that one
try
up.
it with the good old
We can try it.
fire starter? I think
Set
you're
it right here.
I think you're gonna have zero luck with that.
I may not, yeah, because I thought that would have gone up, but it really didn't.
Yeah, I thought that would have too, but
Yeah.
it's probably good that a little spark isn't gonna start some.
I'm having trouble getting the spark off of this now. I wonder if we got some of that gasoline on there.
Probably.
Not even getting a good spark now.
Boom! That's a good spark, but your aim's off. All right, we're gonna pretend like you did that. I'm just gonna light just the edge here.
That lights up pretty easy.
Not bad. Now, I want to see.
But yeah, once again, because of that wax, it just prolongs the burn, and that's really going to help you to get even some bigger sticks.
Yeah.
Not necessarily kindling or not necessarily a big log.
Well, that's the thing that stinks. When we're out camping, I mean, like you said, the Girl Scout water, or and we've got days to find kindling and grass and whatever. But when you're hiking, that stuff is a challenge. The last thing you want to do after you've walked for 12 hours, you set up your tent, is now you got to look for wood, and then kindling.
Yeah.
This stuff is a dream.
Sure. I can totally see that.
You smell that too?
And it
Nice
smells
aroma.
nice.
Yeah. I made these out of those little wax things that probably a little more expensive than it should have been, because you can get wax for pennies, right?
Yeah. And you could honestly put wax on any type of fibrous material and get the same effect. It doesn't necessarily have to be
I'm wondering if you put wax on there. You want to try it in another video?
We might have to try that if you take some
I'm thinking that's still going to go up like...
Well, I'm saying you leave a little bit of it open
to where
and then like dip most of it in wax. That way you can hit this part with a spark and make it go up.
I'm
and then
still
burn
wondering
the wax.
if that stuff's going to go up like... Nah, I guess the wax is going to coat it.
Yeah.
I mean... So,
but if you leave some of this open is what I'm saying, so it'll still catch real easy.
Yeah.
And then it'll catch the wax, because the wax is what burns for some. That thing went on for a long time.
Is it? That thing's 100% out.
Yeah,
though,
it's out now.
Okay. So the next test we want to do is, once this goes out, we're going to get some wood, put it on here, and put one thing of wax and one with petroleum jelly, and see if it can light it.
Yeah. What about this?
Oh, yeah, we need to get to this, huh? Only got one try with this bad boy.
Okay.
I call this the bow. Oh, what's a good name for this? I was going to call it the Boeing bomb, but that's from... What do we want to call this thing? We got a name for it?
Well, it is Firehouse Subs.
The Firehouse Bomb?
Yeah, the Firehouse Bomb.
All right. We call this one the Firehouse Bomb. It's made with a Firehouse Subs box. All right. So that one's almost out.
Yeah, it's almost out. But that burned a long time, too.
Yeah.
I think the cotton ball might have burned a little longer than that.
It may have. And that's what we're going to test here in a minute.
Yeah.
Do we want to give this one a test, or put a log under it and see if it'll start?
Try the log. All right, so the real test. I'm going to put this down here like this, right in the middle.
Hey, Steve, before you get going.
What you got there?
This is a barrel-aged narwhal.
Narwhal. What?
It's a it's a stout. Want to give it a pull?
I'll give it a try.
Let's check his face afterwards. You like it?
Ooh.
Like drinking coffee.
It is. You gotta kind of chew it a little bit. All right. Here, grab one of those.
Whoa!
Oh, crap.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna get one of these. And so we got.
Need to get it nice.
Oh man, this is messy too. Ugh.
Yeah, they are messy. That's why I
Yeah.
said don't touch it last time.
Yeah.
That's the only downside. Now this, not messy at all. Oh, it smells so good.
Yeah, this is like
So what we're gonna do is just put one on each end, give it a
Yeah.
light, and
maybe put it over here where this fuzzy stuff is.
oh, want the fuzzy stuff.
Yeah, give it a little better chance of it getting light. All right, I'm gonna light this real quick. I'm gonna go snap, and then hand it to you, and you can light the other one, okay?
Okay.
'Cause this
Smap
is-
pap.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Give it a
that.
smap pap.
There we go. That one's going. That
Oh.
one's going.
That one's dead now.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so you see there, it's good, but you gotta get it really aerated, and you gotta have more smaller sticks on there
You're gonna have
to
have
get a
lot of
fire
small-
really
yeah.
started, though.
Is that cotton ball under there
So
enough?
the question is this gonna be burned long enough to actually catch that wood on fire? I think it might, because it burned for a while there a minute ago. That definitely not. You gotta have a nice bundle of tinder ready to go. And like I said, you can check out that fire starter video to see how I prepared that tinder bundle.
Are we gonna put the link here or here?
Or here or wherever. It's gonna be right around here somewhere. Look at that.
It auto rotate?
Yeah.
You got the auto rotating log?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Those cost extra.
Yeah, awesome.
Dude, I think this might work, dude.
Well, like I said, I mean, I might have had some smaller stuff out, but generally when you're hiking, you don't have a ton of extra wood laying around.
Right.
I know I'm always dead tired when we get out there, so I may have used 2 of them, maybe even 4. I mean, carry
Whatever
a
it
little
takes,
bag. Yeah. Hey, whatever it takes. 220, 221, whatever it takes.
I'm actually thinking this might work better.
Well, look at that. That's not even halfway.
Right. Yeah, it ain't even burning on this side.
No, not at all. 0.
Yeah.
And it could be because of the base of it's bigger.
Yeah.
But it does look like it's getting.
I mean, that log looks like it might be burning already.
Yeah.
And now when it comes to this side, it'll start burning on the other side. The cotton ball is not quite big enough to go all the way around it like this.
Oh, you know what, Steve? One thing I did want to talk about was I meant to have our T-shirts made by today so we can give some of them out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of good comments on our videos, and I wanted to give some out to the people that are most active in the community. So
Sure.
don't have them quite ready yet, but Dana's been working on some, and some of them are really cool.
Really?
So
I can't wait to see
I'm
'em.
hoping maybe by next week, and Steve and I are heading out to what are we calling that?
I just call it Camp Fleck.
Camp Fleck. All right.
That's what I call it.
So we are heading out next week. We do have a lot of content in store. We've got multiple tent reviews. We've got some smokeless fire pits we're gonna do. We're gonna do some baking.
Baking, brick oven.
We're gonna do some cooking.
We're going to do some pooping.
I guess
I'm going to show you how to build a potty tent, man. I'm just saying.
Hey, I did miss that one book, Everybody Poops.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm liking this one the best so far. This would still work, but this just seems way more effective. You know what I mean? This is still burning.
And we did start that one. I mean, right now we started them at the same time, but the
Yeah.
other one, it felt like this burned longer, or did that one feel like it burnt longer? And like I said in the video, I'll try to.
I felt
put
like
a
this
timer
one
on it.
actually burned longer, but this one burned like bigger. You know what I mean? And it's still burning for a long time. I think this is going to be more than enough time to get that log
Well,
started.
I'm wondering if it's out now, and
And it's just the log?
It just caught
Nah,
the
it
log.
looks like it's still burning. I think we've just caught the log on fire. This one is just not quite getting hot enough. Like you said, maybe you have to use more than one of the
And I've
cotton
always
balls.
used, I'm trying not to spare them, and I'm trying to use everything out of my bag when I'm hiking.
Yeah, so you can keep reducing the weight.
Keep reducing the weight, and like,
Right.
yeah, if I packed 10 of them for a 3-day trip, I'm using 2 or 3 at a time.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah, that one.
Dude, we need to bring some of these with us, dude.
Yeah.
This is a great idea. Because that, easy peasy, man.
Easy peasy. And it's not messy at all.
Yeah, these are really nasty, dude.
Yeah.
It gets all over your fingers, and yeah, this is nothing, man.
Yeah.
And like you said, they smell nice too.
They're giving our fake camp here
Yeah.
a nice little aroma.
So I could totally see these being just fine for starting a fire, especially if you have a little bit of small sticks to get started.
And I will say the cost, it's cotton balls. And I mean, you can buy a jar of petroleum jelly
Yeah,
that'll
for
last the rest of your life.
For like $1. Yeah.
Yeah, literally nothing.
Right.
Do we want to start that one up?
What
or-
about this, man? How does this go? You just put it under here and just light the box?
Yeah, in fact, I would say, that's may or may not. Let's give it a little bit, but I would say, yeah.
It's probably stuck to the log. It's still going.
Oh, it looks like it's only halfway burned.
Yeah.
Look at that. All right,
It
let's.
just needs to get the air to it.
Yeah, it was probably bad placement on my part.
But it is still going under there. Like I say, I totally think that would be a viable option. You just need, instead of starting with a big log, you just get a couple smaller sticks. And once those sticks are going with that.
Yeah, because you see, those aren't going
Yeah.
out. In fact, I wanted to get some rain in here
Right.
and
Because,
see.
yeah, you pick it up and get a little air to it.
Yeah, and generally you're not putting it right on it.
Right.
You're looking for a nice spot to put it, and then right in between
Yeah.
some sticks or something.
Yeah. So this is like worst case scenario with a big stick like this.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, spilling shit everywhere.
you're spilling the fuel.
Okay, so this, you just want to
I say we just
we'll
throw
stick
it on there.
because I can already tell, dude, that this, if we positioned this right, we could totally start this log with either one of these.
Absolutely.
This one's almost gone. See, that's what I was saying. This one does burn longer. That one's gone. But look at that log.
I wonder if we smuffocated it
Smuffocate it?
so it didn't burn as long. But yeah, let's put that on there.
Let's try this.
Whoa.
Shit.
Hey,
I'm going to
look,
put this
you
right
just-
there.
There you
I'm
go.
going to put this right there. And let's just see what happens.
Give it a little. Yeah, boom.
Let's see what happens. There it goes.
What I wanted to do was make a trifecta, like a little sandwich, and see what happens. It might be like cold fusion or nuclear bomb or something. I don't know. Since we got extra.
You might
here.
open a wormhole in the space-time continuum.
Oh, we're gonna have some good conversations out there this time. Did you see that last one I sent you about burrowing a hole? So this one I made a petroleum jelly cotton ball sandwich.
Oh, this
with
is
wax.
burning good, dude. Oh, it's hot.
Yeah, put your face down there. I'm just gonna prop that up here. We'll see how good this works. Hey, and if at any time you happen to like this type of content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It'll really help us out in being able to create more content. Hit the bell while you're at it, and that'll ensure that you never miss any of our videos. And if you guys have any other creative ways of building a fire or getting a fire started quickly, I want to hear about it. Put something in the comments and we'll give it a test and see how it works. We'll test them up against these other ones.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that trifecta right there is gonna, oh boy.
Dude, honestly, I'm thinking the wax with either you could use the pads or you could use a cotton ball or any kind of fibrous, even paper, even maybe, just anything to hold that wax. It's the wax that's burning.
Now, do you think I should grab a cotton ball, dunk it in the wax, and it might make just a
Just
a super
nugget.
dense nugget.
Yeah, it's just a fire nugget.
Fire nugget.
Fire
nugget.
Dude, I want a quarter every time anybody says it. Okay. Yeah, make little fire nuggets, little wax fire nuggets.
Yeah.
Pop them in.
Well, yeah, and you kind of, I mean, these fire nuggets are more like...
but they're just messy. And
they're more like napalm, because I can light one up and throw it at you, and it'll stick to you.
Oh. Ow.
I was thinking that'll be one of our games that we're playing out
Yeah,
there.
let's play that game. Especially with all the dead vegetation everywhere.
The napalm nugget.
The napalm nugget challenge. No, but I honestly, I think the wax on whatever medium you want to put it on is probably going to be the best one out of what we've got here.
Well, if you notice,
if you have some smaller debris to start with, because you could get a small fire started real easy with that.
Yeah, because even this, I mean, that looks very hot. That looks like it's on fire.
Right.
But it's not pulling through. It's super cost effective because I basically took a bunch of trash.
Yeah.
And now we've got something to start a fire with.
Yeah. And in real life, you know, as seen on TV, you'd be doing something like this. Right? I don't think you gotta touch that no more.
So what's the worst thing about having a fire, Steve?
The worst thing? It going out.
I was thinking the smoke.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So we've got all this smoke. That's why we need to build a smokeless
fire pit.
Which we're gonna do later.
We're gonna show you the smokeless fire pit. But as far as these things go, as you can see, any of these options I think would work. But I think my favorite is the wax because it's less messy. It still burns plenty long enough, almost as long as the petroleum jelly. Like I say, maybe if you made it a bigger, or used a couple nuggets instead of just one, then there you go, you know? And it's gonna be plenty enough to light a small pile of sticks or something in order to get a log going.
Well, that's a good point, because the other thing I want to try, it's definitely messy.
Yeah,
right.
I don't like the mess.
But the way I did it was I took one cotton ball and I smeared it around in there and then kind of just played with it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm wondering if I heat it up to, not boiling, but
just to melt it
to where once I dunk the cotton ball, it absorbs it all. Because that's really just kind of on the outside. Right. That was not a fully dense,
like saturated.
It was not saturated at all.
Right.
So I think that might be on our next test.
Maybe. Either that or put it inside of something that would burn. Like wrap it up in paper or something, you know what I mean? Just so you don't have to get that stuff on your fingers.
Yeah, you know, the other thing I meant to test today, but I forgot
put it in a baggie like this and just burn the whole freaking bag.
We won't burn plastic, Steve.
No? Is that a no-no?
I don't know. We might get killed by PETA or something.
Oh, really?
Or those are pets, I think, animals.
Well, at least it's not gonna. You're not gonna worry about it getting on the ground and it being, you know, litter or something.
Yeah.
It goes up in smoke.
We're probably gonna get chewed on anyways. But
that's okay.
The other one I totally forgot to bring out here tonight, Steve. The other one I totally forgot to bring out here, Steve, was the toilet paper roll with dryer lint. Because those, it's about like your bamboo shoots over there.
Right, it just goes up like an explosion.
Yeah. I mean, there's no density to it. But if you do have a ton of kindling, just like that stuff, it lights it like crazy.
Nice.
I'm always casing our dryer.
Right.
Just so I can pull it out. I mean, I've got stockpiles of that stuff.
Yeah, I usually just throw it away, but I might start saving some.
See, but this is a problem.
I know, smoke.
We're going to build it.
We'll make it happen, dude.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that little bell so you never miss any future content. I'd love to see your comments. Anything else, Steve?
Fire on, buddy.